Hello everyone, Divine Seer here, coming to you all today to talk about letting go of your toxic or karmic mate. Alright, so a lot of us are still in these toxic and karmic relationships, whether you're a male or female. You'll know when you're in one. Well, a lot of you actually don't know that you're in one. I mean, you know that you're in something that is making you feel very down, sad, just depressed, like you're being abused. You know, the Most High don't want us to be in those type of relationships. And if those are the type of relationships that y'all are in, you need to see it for what it is. Just because, okay, a lot of us are trying to settle, stay in relationships like that because we've been with that person for years. We have children by them, whatever the case may be. But if you're in those relationships and you're miserable, someone is talking down to you, disrespecting you constantly, like every day, and then whenever you finally decide to get up enough strength to walk away, they tell you that you're not going anywhere, or, well, go ahead and leave if you want. Ain't nobody going to treat you better than me. Ain't nobody going to love you the way that I love you and this and that. Let me tell you something. If that man or that woman really do love you, they're not even going to disrespect you or put you in harm's way. They are not going to make you feel like you are less than what you are. They're going to, when someone really loves you, they're going to lift you up. They're going to help you in any way that they can. You'll know because they're going to show you. You know, their action is going to speak louder than their words. But someone is constantly always talking, talk, never showing you anything. You know, that's, no. You don't have to stay in relationships like that. You need to be strong enough to see it for what it is. And, you know, where they say faith comes in as walk by faith, not by sight. The reason they say that is because that's when you know that the Lord is really by your side and that He has your back. He has your best, He has your heart, and He is not going to hurt you in no way whatsoever. He just needs you to show Him that you're strong enough to get out of those situations that you're in. He don't want us to stay in abusive relationships. All right, for instance, take Tina Turner. She went through all that crap with Ike, and he kept telling her this, kept telling her that. He even raped her, y'all. Yes, there is a such thing as spousal rape. He raped Tina. She didn't like willingly, you know, give him sex or want to make love to him or whatever. No, he took it from her. He tore her stockings in that booth, in that recording booth, and he raped her. That was terrible. But Tina, she went through a lot until she finally got fed up and she fought back. That's what the Lord needs for all of you to do. Anyone that is going through any type of abusive relationship, period, male or female, He wants you to know your worth, your true worth. Once you're able to start standing up for yourself, seeing things for what it really is, and start letting them know that you're not willing to take no crap from them anymore, what you're doing at that point is you're starting your self-love, because you're starting to put yourself first, and you're starting to know your true worth, that you don't deserve that BS that you have been receiving from nobody, whether it is a lover, a friend, family members, nobody. You are not to put up with no abuse from anyone, people. Okay, collective, for real. Understand this. Know this. Like I said, you have some people that will threaten you if you try to leave them, but that's that scare tactic. That's to try to scare you into staying. Oh, I will kill you. Oh, I will do this. I will do that. You put that faith in the Most High, and you start standing up for yourself, and you get out of those relationships, that are no longer serving you, especially if you start taking on their karma, meaning that you've been with a person for so long, and then all of a sudden you knowing that it's not right because you're getting tired of it, and you just no longer want to be there, and then all of a sudden you start going down. You start losing money, all right, or start losing real friends, because a lot of your real friends are not going to be around you if you're in toxic relationships like that, or hanging around toxic people, or whatever the case may be. They're going to see it for what it is, and they're going to love you, but they're going to start loving you from a distance. They're not going to hang around no more like that. They are not. They're going to start distancing themselves. You calling, trying to talk to them, it's going to be a hey, and it's going to be kind of short. Hell, it might even be dry. You might, your real friends are going to tell you, like, look, you need to get out of this. You need to leave that person alone, or whatever the case may be, because it's tearing me down now, and I don't need to be around nothing like that, and this and that, or whatever, whatever the case may be in y'all situation. I don't know, but I do know that I've been there, done that. And I'm not saying that I've actually lost good friends or whatever, because to be honest, I don't even think I even really had any good friends. I had a lot of them that was jealous of me, backstabbers, wanted my man, it was just, and I don't know. But either way it go, those people are no longer in my life. Neither are those toxic males that I had in my life, family members and all. When you start seeing people for who they are, you start cutting people out your life, because you want better for yourself, and because you know your true worth. You know what you deserve. That's why I treat people the way that I know I deserve to be treated. Now, once you start showing me a different type of way, once you start showing me who you really are, then I'm going to distance myself from you, and I'm going to go about my business. And then if you're the type of person that's so negative, you start projecting yourself off onto me, I'm gone. I'm really gone, because I'll start feeling that, because I'm an empath. So I'll feel that instantly, and I'll start pulling away, and I'll walk away. If I'm with a guy and you're showing me toxicity, and you're showing me that you're saying one thing, but then you're showing me something different, I'm gone. First, I'm going to tell you about yourself, or I'm not going to be disrespectful or whatever, but I'm going to say some things to you about the whole situation. And if you really do want me or want this relationship, then you're going to work on it. You're going to show me that you're working on it, and you're going to really be sincere with it. And we're going to move from there. We're going to move accordingly. But now, you still in that same energy, I'm not going to deal. I am not going to deal, because I don't need that in my life. I look at it like I've come a long way, you guys, and ladies, I really have. And I be damned if I'm going to let somebody pull me or suck me back into that shit to where I'm going backwards. No, I don't went forward. I don't went too far to try to stop and go backwards. No, it don't work like that. So when it comes down to loving a man, I'm going to put my love ahead of that man any damn day. So if you showing me some BS, guess what? You got to go, because I love myself a lot more to know what I deserve. So I see it for what it is, and be like, oh, well, I cut my losses. Like, hey, it is what it is, because I be damned if I'm going to, and lots of times we can get lost in a man and a woman, but we can. And I found myself that way a lot too when I was, younger, coming up or whatever. I'm in my 40s now, but I found myself getting lost sometimes, and I would have to collect myself and be like, oh no, hell no. And then you got a lot of men too that will, like I said, try to tear you down, because they see that you're a very strong woman or man. I'm not discriminating, y'all. All right, so they will see that you're very strong, and they will try to tear you down, and they will play on your emotions. They will play, if you got children by people, they will play on you with your kids. Don't allow that to happen. Don't. See it for what it is. And I know it's hard. I get that. Like I said, I've been there, done that, and I've gotten out of it, and I'm doing pretty good for myself. I really am. I keep pushing, and don't get me wrong, when I do, start dating or whatever, and then I see somebody doing me wrong or whatever, and then I speak on it. And I've completed my karmic cycles with these guys, with so-called friends, family, my cycle has been completed. I've done all the work that I needed to do. I've released people out of my life that was no longer serving me, that was against my highest purpose here on earth. So I had to let them go, because only thing that's going on with that is that we're holding on to them, because sometimes it's a lot of insecurity about ourselves, the reason why we hold on to certain people. And also too, like I said, some people will project themselves off onto you. So you have to see it for what it is. Use your concernment. Lord. You have to be strong within yourself to see it for what it is and move accordingly. Don't let people come into your life and try to control you. And also too, it's what we allow them to do. We will allow some people, because of how much we love them and care for them, we will allow them to treat us any type of way. No. That also goes with you being strong within yourself and seeing it for what it is, and not allowing them to do that to you. Put your foot down. Start setting boundaries. Don't let them come in and try to tear you up and tear you down and try to make you feel like you're the problem. No. If someone is in your life that is doing that to you, walk away from them. Let them know that you're not going to be having that anymore, and start setting your boundaries, and don't back off of them boundaries. Once you set them, let them stay just like they are. Stand firm in it and mean it. If they come around and then they still try to say whatever they're going to say to you because, like, okay, for instance, back in the day when I used to date guys, or, well, I'm still, anyway. So when you're dating and you end up breaking up or whatever the case may be, right? And you done set them boundaries with them, and you break up or whatever, and then they come back around, you allow them back in, and for a while they show that they have really changed, right? Give it a good couple weeks, month, maybe, however long, and they show that they have changed. But then when they feel like they got you back where they had you, they'll start doing the same shit. That's when you have to really see it for what it is and be like, nope, I told you, I don't have time for this anymore. I don't have time for your games. I don't have time for your lies. I'm not about to be put on a back burner for nobody. They'll start gaslighting you and everything. That's when you like, look, you got to go. Get out my house. Then if they want to sit there and try to put their hands on you, call the cops. Don't be afraid to call the cops on these people, y'all. Seriously, because that's going to be showing them that you're not playing with them. That you are for real and you ain't got time. Then they'll be like, well, she's really for real. But you have to, like I said, again, stand firm in it. Don't back off. If you have to call the cops on these people, call the cops on them. Do whatever you have to do to let them know that you mean business and you're not playing with them. And once you do that, keep them out of your life. Now, if you have children by these guys or these women or whatever the case may be, you do whatever you need to do to be able to see your children. But that's it. If you got to go to court, go to court. It doesn't matter. Do what you need to do to prove to these people that you are not playing with these people, because you have a lot of people that you get in relationships with, especially if you're a real strong empath. You're 9 times out of 10 gonna be with a narcissistic person. That's gonna be a person that's gonna be sitting there trying to drain you and do whatever they can to you to try to keep you stuck. They're gonna sit there and manipulate the hell out of you. They're gonna gaslight you. They're gonna make you feel like you're the crazy one. Then you're going to be sitting there thinking to yourself, you're going to get in your head, and you're going to be like, damn, am I? Oh my God, I am. Oh my God, why? Why I feel like this? Why am I doing this? Da, 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 da. They're going to make you feel crazy as fuck. Don't allow that shit. You know your strengths. Use that shit. Don't allow someone to sit there and try to play you, hurt you, harm you. Don't let them abuse you in no way whatsoever. Like the movie, with Jennifer Lopez, Enough. Yeah, people really go through stuff like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that was a true story. It might have been. But people really do go through stuff like that. I'm not even lying, y'all. And my past relationship, I actually did. I had to, I was gonna try to put a restraining order on the guy, on one of my exes, but they told me that I would have to actually get a lawyer for that. I wasn't about to come out my pocket like that to get no lawyer. So I went to go speak to a sheriff, and he told me to press charges against him. If he keep coming onto your property and you're telling this man to leave you alone and not to come back and this and that, and he continuously do it, press charges. This man, y'all, was coming down my street, driving past my house constantly. He pulled in my driveway. One time I was up the street at my mother's. He pulled into my mother's driveway because he saw me at the door standing there talking to my mother. And he stood, he first in the road, he first stopped in the street, and he blew the horn. And then he backed up, y'all, literally. He backed up and pulled into my mother's driveway and blew the horn. I just shut the door and went on by my business. And so, but after that, I let him know, like, don't come back onto my property. I said, I don't care what you do on this road. This is public property, but in these driveways, don't come back in neither one of these driveways, period. And I meant it. So sorry.
Incoming call.
I stood firm with it, and I meant it. And he was upset, of course. Well, anyway, I pressed charges. They went and got him, arrested him, and everything. Because at this point, I done had enough, and I was done. And he was very, oh Lord have mercy, y'all. He was so narcissistic, it just didn't make no sense. And it got to the point to where he was becoming very abusive. And when you sit there and stand up to a narcissistic person, it don't do nothing but seem to make things worse, because they do not like for you to stand firm in your ability to be strong enough to not accept the bullshit anymore, and to not accept any more of their manipulation or anything. And once you show them that you are not going, oh, they ready to put their hands on you. They ready to take you out. They're the type of person that if I can't have you, nobody else can type. You know what I'm saying? And no, that ain't happening, partner, because he know I carry mine. And he know I don't get that dumb shit. I mean, guys and girls, whatever, but I just know, when you're fed up, you're fed up. Don't allow no one to come in and try to abuse you, or try to make you feel like you have to be with them. No, you do not. You do not have to be with anyone that stresses you out, that causes anxiety. That goes for children and all. You don't have to put up with nothing like that. I'm talking about like your adult children. Even if you have teenagers that call themselves trying to be disrespectful at a certain point and feeling like they can run over you too. No, you put your foot down on them as well. You let them know that you ain't going either. Excuse me. And just don't put up with it, guys. Like I said, and when it's time to walk away from certain situations, walk away from them. Don't continue to stand in them, because they're not going to do nothing, but a lot of the time they're going to project themselves off onto you, and then you're going to end up staying stuck into those relationships, those toxic relationships, or those karmic relationships. Like me, I had a lot of them that I had to go through with, because a lot of my past life situations, I had to go through a lot of those in this lifetime to complete them in order for me to actually get to where I need to be in this life. And I have. And so now I'm actually really just doing my thing, working a lot, doing what I need to do. I'm more focused on me than anything now. Getting my bag up. I got to do what I got to do. So, like I said, though, don't allow someone to mistreat you. Like I said, no matter how long you've been in a relationship with someone, you do not have to sit there and deal with any of the disrespect, any of the abuse that they are putting you through. You do not have to go through that, y'all. And please don't. Get out of it. I done had guns put on me. I've done been shot at. But by the Lord's graces, and then Him putting it, and the angels wrapping their wings around me and protecting me, and my ancestors fighting for me and helping me through everything, shoot, I'm good. I'm stronger now than I've ever been before in my life, because I know, for one, that they got my back. and I see everything for what it is. My veil has been lifted off from over my eyes. I've been taking those rose-colored shades off of my eye, off of me. I have done so much in my life to where I see people for who they are. I'm a seer. I feel things that are going to happen or occur before they even happen. You know, I've always been like that. I remember when I was 9 years old, I was 8 or 9, and I was playing on the playground, and I just stopped and just started looking up at the sun, just taking in the rays. And y'all, I kid you not, right after that, it just opened up everything. Because I've already felt like I just didn't know what was really going on with me. I was young, But right after that, boom, things just started happening. I started, like, I could be around someone and I'm instantly feeling their energy. But something happened with that, and that's a different story. I had to tell y'all about that another day. But going back to please, to those that are in those relationships that you need to get out of, please do so. Don't continue to stay in something that is wrong, that is not helping you. And then when you walk away from them, yes, you're going to feel empty, and you're going to be like, oh, I need to be back with this person. I need to take him back. I need to do. You're going to feel that way, but don't do it, because that's your ego. That's your ego trying to keep you stuck in that relationship, because that's what your ego is used to. You're used to being in those relationships because you're used to settling. You're not about to settle anymore. Once you walk away, stay away. Don't settle for anything that you know that you don't deserve anymore. You don't. Don't nobody deserve to be abused. Don't nobody deserve toxicity in their life at all. No matter who it's coming from, you don't deserve it. So please, just step out of it. And like I said, when you decide to walk away, your ego will continuously try to keep you in it. So they will try to make you feel like you need this man or this woman in your life, when really you don't. The only person you need in your life is yourself and the Most High and your spiritual team. That's it. Once you see this and you're able to actually really be able to do the work on yourself and make those moves for yourself, then do that. But don't stay in something because your ego is trying to make you feel like you need to be there. You need this man. Or I've heard some people say, oh, I'm not about to walk away. I'm not about to leave so somebody else can come in and get what I done helped them succeed in, or help them get, or whatever the case may be. No, see, that's another thing then right there. You really being in your ego for sure. You know what I'm saying? Your ego and your pride, because you don't want to walk away because of what you done helped this person get. If this person is mistreating you and ain't treating you the way that you know that you deserve to be treated, forget that shit. Y'all, when I walked away from my marriage, I left everything. I grabbed up my kids. I packed us up in my little Impala that I had at the time, and I packed up as much stuff as I could get in that car. And I left my trailer, my property. I left everything, because at that point I was like, no, I'm done. I'm fed up. I'm over it. I'm so done. Like, I don't deserve this. And I did. I packed up my kids and I got up out of there. And that was back in 2012. He didn't want to sign the divorce papers, of course, so it ended up going over into 2013 when I finally got my divorce. But I got my damn divorce. And ever since then, everything just went from there. I got out of that karmic relationship, and later on, dating or whatever, got out of those relationships, because if they're not right for me, they're not right for me. And at one point, I got the feeling like, well, damn, maybe I'm a bad person, because every relationship I get into, it just don't work out right. But no, that wasn't true. That's not it. Those was my karmic relationships that I had to complete from my past life. I had to go through what I went through with them people. Because in my past life, I went through certain things, and shit, I died early. I did. I either got killed, died in accidents, or took myself out. It was a lot of things that went on. And I'm learning all of that into this life. So, like I said, just be strong enough within yourself to know that you do not have to go through no bullshit with nobody. Know this, understand this. And like I said, if your ego is trying to make you stay with someone, give that ego a death. And if that ego, once you walk away from someone and that ego is telling you to go back, or because you're listening to what they're saying and they're playing on you with their playing on your emotions, and they're manipulating you with your children, or whatever, don't do it. don't do it. They even said then try to get you back by saying something about, oh, they need money. Can you come meet me? This, nope, don't do it. If whatever the case may be, if you got to send them something, send it to them. Cash App it, whatever you got to do. Venmo, whatever they call it. I don't know. I have Cash App. But anyway, you do what you need to do to get out of those certain situations. And I know y'all hear a lot of my, I know y'all hear my truck making noise or whatever. I'm driving, I'm headed to work. But anyway, y'all just stay strong within yourself and know what it is that you have to do. Pray, meditate, ask the Lord to help you get through it. The Lord, your whole spiritual team, your angels to help you, protect you, guide you. Don't let nothing happen to you. You know, keep you in their wings and wrap you up to protect you from whomever, you know. But just stay strong, y'all, and know that you do not have to put up with any of that stuff. And when you start doing your self-care and start putting yourself first, you're going to start loving yourself even more. Knowing your true worth and what you don't deserve out here. What you do deserve and what you don't deserve are two totally different things. So please push yourself strong, push yourself out of any type of situation that is harming you, that is hurting you. You don't need it, you don't deserve it. See it for what it is and move accordingly. Use your discernment and move accordingly. Don't allow no one to disrespect you, period. I've learned over time that you have a lot of disrespectful people out here in this world. It don't even have to be someone you're in a relationship with. It's someone that you just come across out here in the world, period. And you ain't got to be rude with them to put them in their place. You ain't even got to curse their asses out. They will get it and understand it by the words that you say. Believe me. So just be strong enough within yourself and get out of those relationships, because you do not deserve them. They don't deserve you. I'll put it like that. They don't deserve you. Be strong enough to see it for what it is and move accordingly. All right, everyone. Y'all have a very blessed day. Sending you all love and light. Mwah. Peace.